Yo.
Oh, another episode. The best song in the world ever made. This man is so good.
This is the appreciation of George Michael episode.
Honestly, we are humbly appreciating George Michael at all moments of every show that
Did he
ever
actually? He wouldn't have actually written this part though, right? Or do you reckon he?
This is Wham, right? So I can't remember the other guy's name.
So there was a saxophonist who.
Or yeah, they probably just like hired out some guy.
Oh,
but it's still like
a session musician.
Yeah, that never happens if they never make that song. So you kind of got to give them some credit for.
So they would have made the song and then they would have just basically got a session saxophonist to come in and he'd have been like, oh, this give me this vibe.
Yeah,
they laid the foundation for him to like write the solo.
He's actually basically just doing George Michael's bit on this.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, see, none of it exists without it. And I don't think it's just for this bit. I just love the song in general. It's just the best song ever. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Well,
it's like, do you want to be happy? Do you want to be sexual? You can kind of be a bit of everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's so bittersweet, isn't it?
And it's also emotional and like melancholic.
Yeah. It's like that best time of your life, but you just know it's going to end soon. Like, when you're on holiday. That was an awesome time though. I want to get Miles on the pod to like co-tell this story, so I don't want to give too much away.
Co-tell this story.
Yeah.
I like that as a phrase.
But we met some like posh girls.
Oh.
And yeah, we obviously had to leave in like 2 days, and so this was very much like the vibe.
Oh, but it was like a sexual vibe going on, but
it feels like 2 days.
We've only got 2 days. 2 days in paradise. Oh my god.
Although to be fair, one of the girls actually lives in Brighton now.
Oh.
So I might pop down Brighton and do a few shows.
Brighton girls on the agenda.
Brighton.
Get ready for some dating stories.
Yeah.
Which apparently is not on this, but it's the dating stories.
Oh, the dating stories.
Come on. Dating stories.
You never know. Dating stories, baby.
We may get into dating stories. We may get into other stuff. There's a lot to talk about, obviously. A lot of current affairs. So
a lot of current affairs.
Ugh. I'm sure we'll get into all of that this week on
episode
54 of the Jenkii Show.
Oh yeah, we love our intros, baby.
I love the board.
I do wonder if listening to an intro like that, like kind of like in how it's like random and disconnectedness, is like, and like for some people, I'm sure I listen to it and they're like, oh well, I don't know why that just feels like the inside of my head. But for some people, they must listen to me and like,
what the fuck's going on, bro?
Where are they going? What's going on? What's the plan?
Yeah.
What's the plan, guys? Come on.
Who knows what the plan is?
Yeah, we got a rough plan. We got a roadmap, but
yeah, we got a roadmap.
We free ride.
We be free riding. We're free flowing. Chicka. And if you're free flowing like we are, and you're watching, then you're gonna wanna hit subscribe and also hit that little bell icon.
Ding, ding, ding. Hit the bell icon, baby.
Leave a comment and just enjoy. How about that?
This is a very peace and love episode.
Peace and love, humble.
Just enjoy, guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we said we were humble last episode and talked about how insanely famous you are. So, I'm just finding balance between it.
We're just humbling.
We're not at the Broughton now, you don't have to be Mr. this guy. Mr. the Broughton.
You're not that guy, pal.
You're not
Mr.
that guy.
You're not Mr.
You're not that guy, pal. But you might not be watching. You might be bloody listening.
And if you're listening, make sure to follow.
Good do.
And rate 5 stars. And if possible, leave a comment.
Yeah, 4 stars will do though. Obviously.
Oh yeah, and
Go for
also
5, but-
I never normally say this bit, but you can download all the stuff.
Oh,
Make sure to download it, because downloading it is what boosts it, baby.
Yes, make sure you download. All about them juicy downloads, baby.
Ooh.
I need to be able to afford my pints at the Broughton somehow. Download.
Download some pints at the Broughton. How about
Please.
that? Oh, that's gonna be mad when you can just like 3D print.
Oh my god.
beer.
You just show the podcast to the guy at the Broughton and he goes, yep. Oh no, I actually don't know who it is that we're on.
Do you know what?
Okay, well-
I just don't think people would want that. You know, like I think generally, like if you could choose between a pub with a guy serving you, or just like you just press a button and a pint appears. So obviously it's different. Like when you're on a night out with loads of people, you just want that quick.
You just want it quick.
drink.
Yeah, you don't want to be waiting. But like if you're at a pub,
If you're at a pub, sometimes
you like it getting poured.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You sit there, chat. Oh yeah, right, mate. What you saying?
Yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
seen the weather is.
Yeah, you're that guy off TikTok, aren't you? No, all right, stop it.
Easy,
I can't go
easy
bloody
time.
anywhere in this town anymore.
Because we love Milton Keynes, baby.
No, I'm back to being humble. Yeah,
Humble
another
mode.
episode of the Jenkii show today. Do all of that, like, subscribe,
Oh yes.
come back.
Oh yes.
Come back for more because, you know, last week we talked about a fight that broke out in the Broughton,
Which was pretty mad.
which was mad. And then another fight as well did.
And then
At
we
some point.
didn't mention that we literally had to run at the end as well, because otherwise we'd have been stuck in the
Oh
queue
my
of cars.
God, yeah. As the full-time whistle went, we had to run out the back entrance. Pun intended.
Hey.
And yeah, it was a bit frantic. Some guy saw AJ run and said, "Yo, bro," he said, "You should." I can't remember what he said. He said something. He was laughing at AJ. He was like, "This guy is dusting it right now," and
I
his mate
liked
was
it.
laughing as well. And I was coming up the rear, pun intended.
Hey.
And yeah, I got caught behind a family, right? I looked behind me. It was like an episode of The fucking Walking Dead. Everyone swarming towards me. It's a bottleneck. Yeah, which is mental. I remember when they lost the Euros the last time. I remember the vibe there was maybe more sour.
Yo.
Felt like a real vibe change. It didn't feel as much
At the
that at the
Eagle?
Broughton. Yeah, at the
Oh,
Eagle, if
at
you
the
remember.
Eagle,
Shout out the
yeah.
Eagle, Milton Keynes.
The Eagle, well, the thing is as well, because at the Eagle, was like, even though we lost, we still were like, well, we're still staying for more drinks. Do you know what I mean? Like, we didn't really peg it that fast.
But I'm
Actually,
pretty sure we got out of there pretty quick.
Oh, am I getting
But
confused with
we just couldn't get a
different time?
taxi for a bit.
Oh, yeah, so I'm getting confused with a different time. When was the time when there was the fight after the match? Or was that during, or was that just, am I getting confused?
Fight after the match.
Do you remember there was a fight in the Eagle? I swear.
Yeah, that was just during one of
Oh,
the.
was that literally just during?
That was like I think that was before the final.
Oh, okay.
That guy got classed. Wow, and then he just went back to pulling pints. Respect. Chuck the guy out. What an old boy. Shout out the Eagle.
Yeah, football
Um,
in pubs in Milton Keynes gets a little bit rowdy in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, that's our niche. Football in Milton Keynes. Where to watch.
Yeah, let's watch the footy in Milton Keynes.
You know what? We do have a Milton Keynes themed comment corner, which we can go to because there's a bit of chat about stuff like that. You know,
Ooh, okay.
stuff that's adjacent. So we might come through to that. But I don't know if that's what else do we have to cover from
We
you know
haven't
the time
had-
off.
So, do you mean general catch up?
Yeah, is there any more general catch up? Because you know we focus pretty heavily on having sex with George Daniels and watching football in the Broughton. A lot on that, actually, a lot, yeah.
Do you know, that just suddenly sprung my mind. You know, you were just saying about how we were leaving the football and everything like swarmed up behind us.
Yeah.
There was a really similar thing. We were queuing for this event, DH2, launch party, and like no one was in the queue. No one was in the queue. And we were like looking around, there's like no one around. We were like, God, there's only 5 of us here. Like, what? Like, is no one like
Yeah, does
coming?
no one give a fuck? No one fuck this guy.
We walked up to the security to say, when does it open? Yeah, down this
Yeah.
little metal barrier. We turned around and we were like imprisoned by like 60
Hordes
people.
of people that wanted to fuck.
And I was like,
Ugh.
what? Miles was actually like, what, mate, what's happened? I was like, where have these people come from?
The swarms.
But it turns out that they were all just waiting down the road, but they just weren't like,
And they thought,
everyone was just waiting.
they
like,
thought, look at these dickheads. I'm not going to let them be the ones.
to
at
start,
the front of
start
the
the
queue.
queue.
I need to be here. I need to be here for this, yeah.
Literally no.
I want to fuck George Daniels, actually. Not you. I wanted to.
Yeah, but it was just so bizarre how like no one wanted to queue, but the minute one person did, literally everyone was like bundling in.
Sometimes you got to do. You were the leaders, you know.
It's
Led a new wave.
mental. But yeah, apart from that,
Shout out George.
I had a pretty crazy job that I could talk
Okay,
about.
yeah. Come on, let's hear about this job.
Right.
Kill a mafia boss or something.
No,
Sounds pretty crazy.
it was like, basically, I've actually had a couple of jobs where I've honestly, like, basically just not slept.
Oof.
A bit similar to the
My bro don't live.
one about flying back from Madrid.
Oh,
Except
fans
this-
of season 1 will be psyched.
Yeah. Cool back.
Explore the back catalogue while you're here, by the way. Will it lay precedence? Will it? I don't know. Will it give you any context? Probably not. But
Nah, it's just like
just be used to it.
It's just like an extreme version of that, basically.
jeez,
You know what I mean?
that
It's
was
like-
pretty extreme. I remember.
That was so just to reference that was like what ended up flying back from Madrid, getting maybe 2 hours sleep, and then doing a job at 6 in the morning because the flight was delayed. Like yada yada yada.
Yeah.
This is like, so I wake up on Tuesday morning.
Oof.
At like 11 a.m.
Worst morning.
Thank God I let myself have a bit of a lie-in.
Oh God! If only you know how little you're gonna get this again.
And I was like, right, I've got a job tomorrow. And I was like, all right, let me see. So and I'm like, okay, it's in Madrid.
Oof.
And I'm like,
Back
cool.
to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, literally, yeah, same job. It's
Yeah, man.
literally the same job.
What have you done to the Spanish? I don't know. Like what?
It's just
Chaos when you
It's
go
just because
there.
it's the company. Like,
It's the company.
so obviously we just do these like big conferences that have quite a big rig.
Yeah, talk your talk, innit? I'm coming humble, but I'm liking, big company,
Well,
big events.
I think what makes it difficult is just the fact that like you're in another country and you're using crew that can't speak the language.
Oof.
So you're trying to instruct
Communication
crew,
is key.
and you're like, how do you explain to someone what to do? And you have to kind of half show them, and they kind of get it and stuff. And it does
Okay.
work. You can work your way through it, but
Yeah,
it just
but
adds time.
Yeah,
So basically, yeah, I realised I got this job in Madrid, and I'm like, okay. So I wake up Tuesday,
not there again.
and I'm like, I've got to fly at 6 a.m. on Wednesday. And I'm
Oh,
like,
right,
oh, okay. And the thing is, I
not
just
bad.
don't sleep at night. Like, I'm a late sleeper, so I even if I go to bed at like midnight, I'm probably not sleeping until like 1:30, 2 in the morning.
Right,
So like,
so whenever you have to wake up at 6, you can't just prepare for that.
but this isn't get up at 6. This is get to the airport for
Right.
6.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a tricky one.
So
Is
I'm
there,
leaving at 3 in the morning.
leaving at 3.
I'm leaving the house at 3 in the morning to get the train to the airport.
Woof.
So that's when it starts, 3 a.m.
3
Tuesday
a.m..
night. And I haven't slept because I've like laid in bed for a bit.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, Wednesday morning, yeah. Well, so this we go, I leave at Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
get confused. I don't know why it always confuses me. And then we land about, 8, 9 a.m. Spain time.
Nice and fresh.
Get to the hotel, and then we have some food. And then we're like, okay, what time we meet? And it's like, wait, let's meet for 6 p.m. You can go back to your rooms. So I've only had maybe an hour's sleep on the plane since Tuesday
Did you conk
morning.
out
What, in
when
the
you got
hotel
the
room?
Yeah.
So yeah, I went up there for and I did. I think I fell asleep roughly about 5. Slept till maybe 6:30. So I was a bit late, and I was like, shoot. So I'd come downstairs. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm a bit late. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. We can't even get into the room till 8 p.m. And I was like, oh.
I could have just
So
gone.
it's like,
I could have gone.
wow.
The best 1.5 hours.
So at this point here, it's like, right, we're just starting to rig for a show that starts tomorrow morning at 8 p.m. And I've had 2 hours sleep.
That's so long.
And
Wait, so you couldn't get in the room till 8?
8
Why did
PM.
you have to fly so early?
yeah, I know. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that was a mistake.
Yeah, but I guess it's only if you know.
Yeah.
Sounds like they didn't know that you
They were hoping to get in earlier.
Right,
One of those
okay.
things where you hope for the best because you know it's going to be a late one. You're like, maybe we're getting a few hours early, and it didn't quite work out.
They didn't quite work out. And you paid the price 1 hour.
Oh yeah. So then we start rigging at 8 p.m. and we don't finish the rig till 6 a.m.
What's rigging for people that don't know? What the fuck?
Rigging is like setting up truss. So you know.
What's truss for people who don't know what a truss is?
So if you're at a festival and stuff, you ever seen those metal structures that all the stuff hangs off, like the lights, the sound?
Yeah, it's like got triangles in it and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
There you go.
So we're
Tell
setting
people,
up.
you know about the triangles.
So we're setting up those structures, not massive, but just like a square that attaches to the ceiling, and then you drag it up so you hang stuff on it.
Yeah, nice.
And then like putting up speakers on stands, like putting together these big wooden frames, wrapping them in material, and then putting them up so they make like massive posters. Like I'm talking a poster which is like 20 meters wide.
So it's big physical labour stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's big structures.
After 1 hour.
And we're doing this till obviously 6 a.m.
Oh.
And then we literally finish at 6, and Renee's like, right, boys, really sorry about this, but yeah, the event starts. We've basically got to be back in the room in 2 hours. And I was like, "Raw." So then I go back to the room, I oversleep.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, and then they like get me back in the room, and maybe I'm going to get back at 8, and I'm back in at like 9 or something. Oof. But the event maybe starts at like 10, 11, so I've still got a bit of time to like, you know,
do stuff.
Because basically there was so much tiny stuff that needs to be done. Ugh. Like just like putting stuff on tables, like
right, yeah, the bells
iPads,
and whistles,
yeah,
and stuff,
bells and whistles. All the main stuff got done, but then it's still like just putting out.
It's so long. I actually can't believe that like they're allowed to make you do that. I feel like that's like illegal in like some ways. Yeah,
the industry is nuts. Honestly, my industry is crazy.
You get 2 hours. That's it. Wow.
But either way, yeah, some tough labour.
Yeah, my man's been through it. 1 hour. Ugh.
But yeah,
and then another hour, like 24 hours later, man. That is actually mad. I feel like everyone would just be so forgetful by the time it came to doing that little bit. Because your mind would be so scrambled.
Literally. And then to think you come back in the room at like 9:30, and then the event finishes at like maybe 3 p.m.
Oof.
And then from 3 p.m. it's like, well, we've got to eat food, have dinner, and then by the time I get to bed, it's like I like probably like 11.
Wow.
Like, because you've got to have food lunch, and then you've got to come back down for dinner.
Right. Oh, you didn't sleep between.
No.
Oh,
like,
respect.
It's just crazy. You get into a mindset where you just don't sleep. It's really weird.
So it's kind of hard to put yourself off, even though you are really tired.
Like, don't get me wrong. If you would come in now yourself and do that, you would not like.
Yeah.
You would have been conked. You would have been like asleep in the corner.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of been conditioned over years and years and years.
You just keep yourself up.
I just don't like. It's just so bizarre. You can get into this I get into this mindset where I don't feel tiredness, but I just get really bad headaches.
Yeah.
So when I'm really tired, I need to sleep after like 20 hours plus. Instead of being like tired and like I'm going to crash out, I can just go forever, but my headache's going to get worse and worse and worse to the point where I've got like a migraine because I'm so deprived of sleep.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, but like even falling asleep, it's not like I fall asleep quickly either.
Yeah.
It still takes. You have to work to get to sleep because you have to get yourself out of this like non-stop mindset. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jesus. You've got to respect the hustle.
So yeah, I reckon
respect
it was like
the hustle and the grind.
I honestly reckon over those 2 or 3 days it was like 48 hours, 2 hours sleep.
Oof.
And then I had another one even more recently where I was awake for 36 hours in a row. Because of a similar thing, there's a cock up with the venue, and then we rigged all night, and then do the event, and then got home at like midnight the next day. 36 hours.
Rigging all night. This man rigs all night.
I'm telling you.
He's a vampire in that way. A lot of people are saying.
But yeah, that was my life, basically, for the
Bro's
the
just
break.
Yeah, guys, so if you wanted to know what this guy was up to, it's getting noticed everywhere and rigging when he wasn't getting noticed. Ever get noticed while you were rigging? They said, isn't that Mr. the Broughton? Surely not.
So basically,
I saw him on my TikTok.
I have had a few people I work with say I've seen your TikToks.
Oh.
But I think it's because they have my number.
Ah,
so
yes.
it's not quite the same.
No, yeah. That's the humble answer.
Yeah.
So
I realised that. I was thinking like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, loads of people are messaging me.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why is everyone messaging me? But it's just because they've got my number. And it's
Yeah.
and TikTok and it like pushes it to people that have your number.
I always think that's kind of scummy because I feel like a lot of people put up TikToks and they maybe wouldn't want people to see, like...
Yeah.
So, yeah, but obviously, I don't know.
And
Like, they're putting up thirst traps or something, they're like, oh, it's a bit cringy if it's like pushing it to my mates at school or whatever, you know?
what's
TikTok.
What's funny is that like Oh no, I suppose if people recognise you, that's why they watch it.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you have to watch a few to get a few. Because then some people have actually seen, I think Miles, my cousin, was like, oh yeah, actually seen a few of the things now.
Yeah, shout out Miles.
Yes, Miles. Yeah, we need to get Miles on the pod.
Yes, Miles. Yeah. Oh my God, Miles, we're extending our cordial.
Yeah, you've been called out, Miles.
No. You've been called out. No, you've been invited onto the pod. It's a safe space. This pod.
It is very safe space. Very safe space.
So
you've been. What is the better word?
What then?
Not it's not summoned.
Then invited.
Summoned sounds probably a bit more scary.
Summoned still scary.
You've been
Wait,
summoned to the pod.
Yeah, it is pretty scary. You've been summoned.
Welcomed. It was.
We are welcoming. No, we can't welcome him to the pod.
And who gets it? Once you say it, then we can welcome him.
Yeah, everyone except for Miles. Turn this down, just quickly. We really want to invite you over. Not in a weird way. I know it sounded weird because I said it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it in we're just really excited to have you over and talk. Everyone up.
Right, everyone, come on.
I think it went well. Although Milton Keynes Council, for anyone who's waiting, they still haven't been in touch. But maybe we'll send them.
Milton Keynes.
We'll send them. Oh my God, we'll send them.
People. Oh yeah, that's
a
point. We've probably just played at Wharton Fest.
What's up, guys?
That made me think of it.
Hey, thanks, Milton Keynes.
Yeah, we might have seen some Milton Keynes Council people at Wharton Fest.
We love Milton Keynes. You know what? I'm starting to think. I reckon we've got time to go into the Milton Keynes comment corner.
We got 6-7 minutes.
Wait, I'm going to play the little short one.
Oh,
Jenkie's comment corner.
Milton
It's
Keynes
the Milton
edition.
Keynes version today.
Milton Keynes edition.
Jenkie's come on, Mario.
Milton Keynes edition.
Jenkie's
Oh, let's go, baby.
Okay, so people have been active, obviously talking about everything about Milton Keynes. God, a lot of hate. Lucy started with, I'm the biggest Pinks hater. I hate it. Thoughts? We're obviously very pro Pinks. We love.
We are pro Pinks.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've heard a few people. It just depends on your age. I think apparently it's obviously all the young crowd go Pinks. So if you're in 18 to 21, Pinks is the vibe.
Oh right, you reckon people are aging out of it?
But then I've heard this with Stony as well. Interestingly,
Not
I've heard
Stony.
there's a new generation.
Stony Stratford for people who don't know.
Yeah, Stony Stratford. There's a new generation coming up of 18, 19, 20, and they basically push out let's say the 22, 23, 24s out. Do you know what I mean? The new generation always squeezes out the previous generation.
Yeah, fairs. I can't really think of Stony Stratford that much. I don't think I've actually been there that much.
Have you been on the Halloween bar crawl?
Maybe. For people who don't know, there's a bar crawl. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big thing. People
on Halloween, it's massive.
Yeah, head to Stony Stratford on Halloween and look inside all the pubs you see. But I'll tell you what, they are hating Pinks, yeah. But maybe it's because they're loving Unit 9.
Ooh.
At Harry Payne 78910 says, love Unit 9. At Deegs, Unit 9, FTW.
Oh,
I haven't seen that for ages for the win. Leighton, Unit 9 is the best night out you'll ever have.
Oi, massive shouts.
So, yeah, people have really been shouting Unit 9 out of recent.
I do feel like we need to go and just get a ravey.
See
go ravey.
what the people are saying about Unit 9.
Should I just find some tickets and get us booked in?
We might have to have a look. We'll definitely have a look, see what the people are saying.
Review of the week.
I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a dinner place, Jake Boothroyd has you covered. He says the best dinner place is Emerson Valley Clock Tower.
Oh,
if you're in Milton Keynes, come over to Emerson Valley Clock Tower. You're going to love it. Yeah, right.
What do they serve? I don't know. Emerson Valley Clock Tower. I reckon just good pub grub.
I'm thinking pub grub. Get yourself over for some Milton Keynes pub grub. Well known for its pub grub. Yes.
The pubbiest grub.
Here we go. Callan said, Swan in MK Village.
Ooh.
Spoons. Pop World. Pinks.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, if you live in Milton Keynes Village, that's definitely how I imagine the night out going down.
Oh, the ideal Milton Keynes Village night out.
Yeah, for everyone who lives in Milton Keynes
Village.
This is your night out.
If you are in Milton Keynes Village and seeing this, it is for a reason, right? This is your night out. Swan in MK Village, then Spoons, Pop World, Pinks.
Ironically, that is.
It's close.
I'll tell you why, because every Swan in every village is the starter. And then you go to like the central. So yeah, that is very similar to
classic. Alexander Gibbons said Milton Keynes has a Roman villa, and it's in Bancroft. And I actually researched it, and there is the remains of a Roman villa.
Wow.
Would have been lived in by the peasants.
Oh.
So it's not crazy, but it's actually a pretty fucking big building. So yeah, thanks for that. At Paranormal UK said MK for the win. Thanks for that. Another for the win.
We love MK.
And Paranormal UK, I actually went on their profile, and it's like that show, Paranormal Activity from when we were kids, you know, like where it's got cameras set up and they're sitting there talking, saying, if you're with me, make the bound chicka wow wow noise or something. What the hell? What was that? So shout out Paranormal UK for being a fan, and if you're into that stuff and believe in ghosts and stuff, go for it. Fuck it. Follow them. They seem to have like 14k followers. People are loving it. What else was people saying on here? Oh, here we go. Duckbread C says in love with glasses. Oh, that's embarrassing. Duckbread. Wait, no.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Duckbread C. Love you too. Yeah, it's all love here. Really, just thank you so much.
Do you reckon he broke your duck? Have you heard that?
Broke my duck? No, I've never heard that.
It's like a run of bad luck.
Broke my duck?
Yeah, so if you broke your duck.
Oh, okay.
So you know,
like in cricket.
So for instance, I used to go see Watford games, but not very often.
Yeah.
And when I'd see them, they'd lose.
Footy.
So then I'd see Watford win, let's say on the third time, and they'd win. My uncle would go, "Oh, you broke your duck."
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. That's what, if you get out on 0 in cricket, it's called a duck. So I guess you break your duck streak when you get some runs. Wow, thanks Milton Keynes. I've loved being in the comment corner and getting all the love and definitely no hate. So thanks for that. Okay, it's been beautiful being in the comment corner.
Thank you, MK. We love living in Milton Keynes.
And there's another one which we will do another day, which is we need an estate tier list.
And it's
make sure to come back for that.
And it's
I don't know anything about the estates, most of them.
So they want us to rank the estates in order.
Put them in a little tier list, yeah.
We've kind of semi-done that on talk.
Yeah, I think we may be able to direct you to other places. Also, if you have not followed over on TikTok and Instagram, it is at the Jenkii or at the Jenkii clips. Oh yeah, feel those clips, baby. And now, I guess the only thing we have time for is the quickest review of the week. Firstly, our review of the week from last week. We didn't actually give a review. What do we review watching the Euros at the Broughton out of 10?
I mean, it was rowdy out of 10 for me.
I could not have summed it up any better. Rowdy and raunchy at times. But for this week, we have a different... we have a new world. If my computer ever works.
A whole new place to pod with me.
Okay, so this is an album called Hyperdrama by Justice, and we'll use it to play us out.
Ooh.
It's an interesting, strange old album.
I'm buzzing. I'm waiting.
But it's good. It's good stuff, you know. Let me get you over to when the vibes start coming in.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you know. See you.
Right, I'm vibing out of 10 right now.
I'm in a vibe out of 10. You know, it's like a little bit of nice pop.
Okay, this is like late night funky dance floor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, guys, if you like reviews and stuff,
if you like,
keep watching.
Oh my god, keep watching.
And we'll
be
see
back next week.
On next week
on another episode of
The Jenkii Show. This has been episode 54 of The Jenkii Show. Right, one thing.
Let that pump fake shit. Pump fake the shit ending again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then thought, you know what? As it's happened, I'm gonna get back to the frantic. Oh.